Hi Jeremy, this is Josh out at Encore. I've got a cowl panel here for you to consider, and we'll go over some of the details of it together. I see based on the VIN, or not the VIN number, but my stock number, this came off car number 13. I am now on car number 230 something. So what that tells me is that I've held this in storage for quite some time. I've sold dozens of these in years past. Probably because it's black. I like to keep stuff that's one color around, especially a factory color for anybody that may be going back with that color. But I know you said condition was most important. And I really haven't found any flaws with this piece. I took my sweet time getting this over to you, only because I know what you told me before was that you had another supplier send you something that was really not the greatest piece. That's why you're buying from me. And well, I think this is probably one of the greatest pieces I could offer you. Looks like I snapped that with the Sawzall cutting this out. This is car number 13. I have a different way of taking them out now. That's much more careful and actually doesn't take as much material with it. But you can see that from the back side here, there's no rust on the basin. That just tells you a little bit about the car itself. I'm surprised with how clean this thing is. Not just that it's been stored in a warehouse and it's 30 some odd years old, but I really am used to seeing some kind of rust on the piece. Now, some of these little gaps where, you know, maybe water collected. I mean, I'm trying to find flaws here and really having trouble. I know this part, again, the bottom usually isn't what's most important. It's the face and all the mounting points that we look for, like rust, thinned out metal. Now on the outsides here where there was no paint primer, yeah, those are rusted. Again, I don't think that's anything important for you. I know sometimes they rust around the hood hinge pockets. I don't see any here. I usually see rust along the windshield lip. I just washed this, so it's still a little wet, and there's a couple pieces of glass I had to remove. But man, this thing's been repainted. I'm hoping that's just a little bit of the factory paint or second coat of paint maybe coming off. I don't see any rust. I don't feel anything behind it here. Anyway, let me go back to we are talking about 30 some odd year old metal parts. But dude, I don't know how much better they really are gonna get. As far as dings or dents, I'll throw the glare on here so you can see. I see little dings here and there, and some are like, this is probably like a paint imperfection. I don't think that's in the metal. I mean, there are some small dings. You know, maybe an acorn fell off the tree or something, but no big dents. There's no Bondo underneath the thing. I do see a little wave right there. Now I've just made it harder to see, but there's a little, right there, there's a little wave I can barely feel. So that was like the only metal flaw that I saw was over here. We're going over it together now. Obviously the rest of that's hid under the Cowl plastic grill, but just wanted to show you this thing. I know you keep asking me, have I shipped it yet? And I should have by now. I should have a long time ago, but really wanted to make sure I got you a really nice piece and the nicest piece that I could find. So I think that's going to be it. Just let me know what your thoughts are on it, and if I can get your approval, I'll get it out right away. And anybody else that happens to catch this video, there will be a link in the description to order a panel if you're watching this video and need one yourself. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, everybody. Bye.